Into the tunnel! Alright. Oh, I totally thought I'd just be able to walk in there. Okay, there was a loading zone required.
Grant actually went to Colonel Autumn and got approval for her damned efficiency
Oh,
guideline.
Grant, what a
All
bum.
experiments will be carried out with the test subject fully active to reduce iteration time. It's barbaric. I've explained this to the Colonel. Just because the iBots don't have true AI doesn't mean they're just machines. I guess results are all that matter around here. Forget things like ethical procedures or humane treatment. I'm starting to have serious misgivings about leadership around here. At least I've got you to talk to, huh, Eddie?
Whitley was really protective of his iBots, huh? It's like the puppy in the show. Anyhow, I can't believe they'd approve that. I've met enough robots to know they're more than just machines. He must have tried to change things. He doesn't seem like the type to let that slide. Wistful beeping. Have I met enough robots to know they're more than just machines? I've met Eddie and Eddie. And some Protectrons. Victor. I guess I've met Victor. Sure. Yeah, they are more than just machines. Fair enough. I don't know if Eddie is, but he seems happy, so, you know, I will treat him as though he is one. No skin off my radiation-infused teeth. I can see why you left that place then. I hope those bastards got what was coming to them. Let's press on. We've got a lot of ground to cover. I just found a ball of solder, like a tiny little one, on my desk, and I don't know where it came from, which is a little concerning. I wonder if it fell out of something. Hopefully not. What's that sound? Oh, death claws. Great. That's awesome. Love finding death claws in the wild. I did not mean to shoot that. Surprising no one. Do I have what's on my 8 hotkey? Nothing. I thought I had something on 8. Maybe I had the laser detonator on 8. Are you dead? You certainly look dead. I saw robot stuff attached to what looked to be a velociraptor. And there's a dead Deathclaw. Which makes me think they're trying to tell me that this thing is deal fatigue damage, reduce enemy weapon skills, and have a chance to frenzy tunnelers. Okay. They're trying to tell me that these new enemies are stronger than Deathclaws, I'm guessing. Or maybe that just this NCR guy happened to get a lucky shot off with a nail gun. Not sure. Hello? Okay, these very tight corridors are probably not where I want to be shooting a rocket launcher. I know, Ulysses. Thank you for letting me know. Oh. You look like a mix between Spider-Man and the Lizard. Kaboom! Oh, a one-shot, you say? I do like me a one-shot. Hulking tunneler. So, lizard-human mutant, seemingly? No bio. This looks bioluminescent. Or, no mechanical. Not no bio. Obviously, it's biological. Uh-oh. Hello?
This one looks pretty tough.
Ow! I think it deals more damage when it's a sneak attack.
That injury.
Metal butter knife. Why is this one metal? The other butter knives were just butter knives, weren't they? That's kind of funny. So that implies that the default butter knife is not metal, which is not true for me personally, for sure.
Maybe you'd be better off with an autodeck suit.
Bam!
We're out of stim packs.
Okay. Okay, it appears their hitbox. Hey, you exploit broken movement, you get punished by broken movement. It's what happens. Oh, geez, that, well, that was concerning. Whew. Nail gun. Nail gun can't be good, right? Right? What did I just pick up? Oh, the armor. Yeah, I don't need that. Oh, I also picked up a flamer. Really don't need that. Put on... Yeah, give away the bandolier armor. So I have... Oh, more NCRs. Oh, 8 flashbangs. Dog tag money. Dog tag money. Alright, let's switch to our rat killer, rat slayer. Oh, you can't go through and get the loot? Brutal. Hello? Hello? They crawl out from the ground. That's not gonna jump scare me at all. Oh, you know what? They're reusing some of the stuff from whatever the plant guys were called that had red goo in them. I don't even remember what they were called anymore. I don't know if I ever knew in any kind of long-term way. Well, we got 2 dead. Or maybe this was the first one we killed. I'm not sure. I think we killed one with the rocket launcher, and then that was our second kill. I know, Eddie. I'm trying, buddy. Another one spawned. And there's another one there. Okay, what gun am I switching to? Sure, the anti-material gun. Didn't do great. Headshot. It dealt no damage? What?
You'd be better off with an auto-duck suit.
This gun can shoot really fast. Holy moly.
We're out of stim.
Good thing there's a lot of enemies to kill. This thing is insane. I'm glad they gave me lots of rockets. It felt like overkill. Knowing how fast this thing shoots, it no longer feels like overkill. Holy smokes. Tunneler hide. That's probably worth some money. I mean, it only weighs half of a weight, and it's worth 20, so, like, it's pretty good. Okay. Onward.
Do you like me?
I don't dislike you most of the time. Let's have some pork and beans. Expired stim pack. Yeah, let's have a whiskey. I don't know why I had a whiskey. That was just habit. Bad habit. Healing powder. There we go. Please don't spawn behind me. I hear noises. I don't like the noises. Let's have another healing powder. I mean, that's a spawn point, so... I don't know if these noises are actually coming from enemies or if they're placed here by the devs just at certain checkpoints to scare me and make Eddie tremble. Alright, can I use this side channel? I can! There was no invisible wall. Marvelous. Let's keep walking. Alright, Eddie, we gotta be quiet, okay? So I'm gonna need you to read my mind. Or continue reading my mind. 6. I'm gonna use VATS with a rocket launcher. 10%. We can get 3 shots off. Let's see what happens. I mean, it dealt damage. They're doing AoE. And now they're coming for me. Great. Hello? Oh, I'm gonna hit Eddie. Die! We're good? We're good. We're good. And I got some pop-up on screen, and I have no idea what it was for. Is that a body part rolling, or is that an enemy? It was a head rolling. That was a miss. That was... Okay, that also being a miss makes me think there's some invisible geometry going on. Oof. Whew. Okay. There's one more up here. I was wrong. There were two more up here. Come on. Zoom in. Oh, dear.
We're out of stim packs.
There's more!
You'd be better off with an autodoc suit.
Leave me alone. This is the walk away and just hold the left button.
No more stim packs.
Oh, sadness. Sadness Ever Dead. My favorite character in the... I'm trying to think of a funny alternative to the Hunger Games.
Starting combat.
Like replacing the word hunger.
Just kidding.
The Fallout games. Sure. Why not? Hello? There's gonna be at least like 8 of you coming up. And I am not a tanky boy. You are very much not enemies that a speech skill is gonna help defeat. Oh, my arm is broken. That is bad. Let's have this healing poultice. It heals a little bit, but like it's just, yeah, it's not enough. I don't know if the healing powders stack. Like the first second does. We're gonna go up to the right just like last time, but I'm just going to not engage with the enemies. Might even use a stealth boy. I was talking about them being too good to use. This might be a good situation for it. I may just be able to sneak past just straight up though, which would be nice. Goodbye. Don't spawn on me, please. Thank you. What is that? Oh, it's sandbags. Look like a giant, like, blob carapace beetle thing. Okay, maybe it didn't really look like that, but that's what my brain filled it. Duck and cover. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Does a flare gun use... I would love if this attracted enemies towards it. Doesn't seem like it is. Will it set enemies on fire? Now that would be good. Those are not explosive barrels. Enter the high road. I have the high road now.
You went quiet for a time, and that signal came in strong from your machine, like a heartbeat. Made your way through old world towns, the tunnels that join them. Now, the high road. For all you've seen behind you, there's worse along this stretch. Death claws hunt the marked men, and they also hunt what burrows below.
What burrows below? You mean those creatures in the underpass, the tunnelers?
Tunnelers. Predators that make their own roads beneath the ground here. Divide
Where we go, we
the
don't
sky,
need our own
show
roads.
them the world above, and the scent of new prey.
Okay.
Be a slower death for the Mojave than bombs and fire. But they'll come for its people, from where they least expect. Below.
Ooh, what's that Kevin Bacon movie with the big worms? Just that, but Fallout. Radiation from the war might have created them. Then detonations and quakes caused them to surface?
Makes sense. Truth favors that. Matching
Sense.
the history of this
Yeah,
place.
usually.
Were signs they were here for a long time. Before marked men. Before what happened to the divide cracked their sky. If so, they were buried deep. Might have been born the day America's embers started to settle. Seen worse things twisted by radiation.
When you say slower death for the Mojave, you mean they're spreading out from the divide?
Death will come from below. In the divide, need to watch the sky and the ground. Mojave will be easy prey for them. They'll start emerging throughout the Mojave in time. Might be years, probably less. They breed fast, hunt in groups, more than enough to bring down the strongest in the Mojave. Once they draw blood. Seen them tear apart Deathclaws. Deathclaw might get some, but the rest will swarm it, tear it apart, like Denver hounds.
Denver Hounds. I've never heard of that. Denver's far to the east, Legion territory.
Mojave and the Divide are the only places I've walked. Walked the east.
You've been
too,
to the east?
Before the bull came. Then, much like the Mojave before the bear, tribes, towns, clutching to life. Bull did a better job.
Those marked men in Hopeville, some had strange masks and blades I'd never seen before.
They bear false versions of Legate Lemus's masks. The one Caesar fashioned for him. Thought it was an insult at first. No better now.
I don't
It's
understand.
shaped from divide metal, not with care and strength, but with hate. Keeps them anchored. Crude, effective, like the blades they carry. Distant mirrors of their legate, a symbol they can hold on to, while the divide tears at them.
My former masters sent me here to die. What happened to me was far worse. The marked men, there were other marked men with NCR gear, and they weren't carrying masks or blades.
For the two-headed bear, NCR, they don't have symbols in the same way Legion does. They revere their mines and explosives.
We are Legion.
Guns. That is their religion. Death from afar. Take pride in it.
Ah, so they're the ones with the big rocket launchers. They were fighting side by side with the Legionnaires, or former Legionnaires.
Makes for strange allies. The hate the bear and bull shared across the battlefield, now turned against the divide. Few survived. Intact.
Bum ba da bum
Many
bum
NCR were already here when the destruction happened, keeping the route east open in fear of Caesar, fear of the Legion.
What do you mean?
The why of it, Hoover Dam. The bear, NCR, couldn't be allowed to reach it easily. Long 15, Cayman, both bad enough. Kimball, Kaiser, House. You'd think their whole world was that wall, cutting the Colorado. If I'd never laid eyes on it.
Hey, 3 people I killed are being talked about on screen right now.
But once found, it was all Caesar could see. That, and the flag beyond it, another symbol, big enough to challenge him. And the divide, one of the roads to it. Legion was tasked with cutting that artery. If you can't kill the bear in one stroke, bleed it, starve it. That kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. Now, the divide belongs to history.
If this is the high road, where does it lead?
At the end of the high road lies Ashton. Its silo.
Kutcher?
That machine I'm with you. It can open it, wake it up. Like it did the one in Hopeville.
Okay. When we first spoke in Hopeville, you'd mentioned you'd sworn not to kill me. Why?
You know the why of it. If you don't, I do. And that's enough. Shows trust only walks so far west. this far. We walk the same road, carry the same colors. Can't break that by making the road red. Want more than that? Walk the divide. Answers will come. Closer you get to home. You and that machine.
Okay. I would love to say this, but my perception sucks, so I can't. I've never been here before, at least not from this road.
Many in the Mojave think the divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always. There was life. A town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime. It had the name, the divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You. Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. This
Was I like the leader of the
divide
couriers before I
in the
got
other direction.
a
And if
string
your
of
eyes
unfortunate events?
Try to make sense of it when you reach it. Home's not what it was.
Okay. I didn't think we would ever get any backstory about the courier, like the player character. Yeah, it seems like we're gonna dig into that with this DLC. So you're saying I walked this road from another direction, from west to east, to home?
All roads lead back to one's home. Not your birthplace, maybe.
Not your birthplace. I don't know.
Home.
That it felt like
where you were
it
born into this world.
a
You
lyric
taught
from
me
a
that.
song.
Part of your message.
All roads
Whether
lead to
you meant it
home,
or not.
where home is just
Can be a place of mind.
where you are at any given
Where you
time.
know who you are. The history of it. And they can be places you breathe life into. Never would
Okay.
have known the divide had it not been for you. The road you made with your tracks again and again. You were the only one willing to make the journey to and from here.
So I was a badass before I
Kept the land before
cut the
divide
chip.
alive.
And Benny.
through seasons, storms. Can't have been just a job. Was something more to you. Don't feel for a place that hard unless it's home.
I've walked a lot of hard roads, Mojave and before. Doesn't mean anything.
It means everything. Even if you deny it, cast it aside, that speaks to what you are, proves what happened here. It was you walking that road that kept the divide alive. It grew from what you did. Settlers, camps, filling that old world city.
Okay.
Chance for a new nation, new beginning, new way of thinking. Could have breathed new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam. But not old world. Something you made. Road was a supply line.
You're still... Maybe you should tell me what happened.
NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages. Some brought by blade, others by couriers. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know what's coming for you. This time you carry the burden. Walk west into the sun and keep walking until it dies. There, I'll be waiting.
Okay. Hey, we leveled up. 17 points. We're not getting a perk this level. 17 points. Lockpick. We could max out medicine. That's kind of tempting. I either max out medicine or I max out, like, repair. Or sneak. You know what? Let's max out medicine. 100 medicine. Let's do it. And then we'll put 1 point into sneak. Sure. That seems useful. All right. Forward unto the high road. I'm going to call it here, though. We'll continue our journey next time. Have a good one, and bye.